I'm going to zoom around a little bit just to show you guys the amazing details as they're just posing. But look at Robert Pattinson. Looks just like him from that angle. The details on these figures are fantastic. They move great. As I showed earlier, Robert Pattinson does have his shoulder pop out occasionally, but it's okay. But look at that. These are way better in hand than they look in store images.
Sean Solo Geeks.
Hey, what's going on? It's Sean Solo 8, and I'm back with another action figure review. We'll be reviewing two figures today from McFarlane Toys, DC Universe. We have the Batman, and we also have Catwoman. In package, they look phenomenal, so inbox collectors are actually going to love this. On this side of the package, it just says the Batman and Catwoman from Batman the movie. On the back, you get some pretty epic toy photography of both of the figures, plus the way that they come in. They really did do a good job on those pictures, didn't they? On this side, it just says Batman and Catwoman. Nothing going on the tops. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at Batman and Catwoman. I'm going to zoom around a little bit just to show you guys the amazing details as they're just posing. But look at Robert Pattinson. Looks just like him from that angle. The details on these figures are fantastic. They move great. As I showed earlier, Robert Pattinson does have his shoulder pop out occasionally, but it's okay. But look at that. These are way better in hand than they look in store images. And here's Selina and the Batman together standing up. So high comparison, yeah, they look fantastic. But yeah, them standing together, I think that looks pretty cool. So, pretty cool. Robert Pattinson did an amazing job with this Batman. I personally think he's my favorite Batman to date. I know a lot of people may click off the video at this point and see the gun. He actually has a hole in his hand where that actually pops in. Wish it came with the rope. There's the Batman. As you can see, yeah, he can look up, which looks pretty cool, shooting his little rope rappel gun. I'm not sure what it's called. But anyway, it looks cool. He can look up. This cape is nice and bendy, too. I really do appreciate that. And here's the Batman in a kneeling pose, which actually looks respectfully cool for $19.99. You can't beat the price of these McFarlane toys. I thought this would be a lot more fragile, but you know what? It's really cool. I'm absolutely stoked. Another look of Selina and the Batman doing a little fight here, and you can actually pull this up and make it look like he's catching it in his hand, maybe. But I was thinking of like wrapping it around his wrist would look kind of cool. If you can get it that way. Stands are super cool, man. And put his fist up even more to where they're fighting. But I think these figures are awesome. Highly recommended for all of your guys' collection. But look at them. In the movie, they made quite the epic duo, and also when they were fighting each other was pretty darn cool. I don't want to spoil it too much. A lot of you guys probably haven't seen it yet, but yeah, don't they look fantastic together? Let's take a close look at Catwoman. Ooh, sorry about that. Batman, let me put him back where he was. But yeah, out of package, she looks fantastic. You can see Selina's eyes in there. Looks cool. And I really like how you can actually see her skin tone underneath her mask there. I think that looks great. That's a really nice touch. You can see her little cat ears on there. At first, I did not like the suit design, but again, you know, after seeing the movie, I am definitely a super fan. You can see the detail looks fantastic. Her gloves and arms look good too. Really not too much going on. The whip, I'm pretty sure she holds it this way, and it is pretty bendy and flexible, and there's like a little tip at the end that looks like it could be pretty potent. But yeah, she does look all directions. She's got a fancy little belt on her. See, the sculpt is actually all kinds of different textures going on there. Her legs from behind look just straightforward. Yeah, she looks great, man. They did a great job. Articulation wise, let me just rest Batman off the screen. Her head, she looks down pretty decently. The neck pops up to about right there. Looks like you do have to pull it over, and you can see a little wrinkle in there too, which looks really cool. She does have plenty of emotion in there. Her arm, she does have a bit of a butterfly joint on the inside, and it pops up really high. These do rotate 360. There is an upper swivel cut that works really good on Selena. Her elbows are double jointed, pretty incredible. A swivel in the glove where it starts, and her wrists hinge in there where they do bend back and forth very slightly. There is a twist up in the upper waist. She just tilts side to side. Doesn't crunch forward much and doesn't crunch back too much. That's the only split that there is. She kicks up amazingly high. There is no upper swivel cut, but she does pretty much go any direction that you want her to go. She does have a fantastic double jointed knee, a nice hinge in the toe, and an amazing rocker and hinge on the feet with some peg holes on the bottom, and she also comes with a stand. Now that we've seen a few poses of Batman, let's bring him in and take a closer look. As you can see, he does have this pretty cool toe articulation going on here, but we're going to look at the sculpt and the detail first. But the face, to me, looks really good. I really did enjoy this mask in the movie. I thought it looked phenomenal. You can see the stitch. So yeah, the mold on this is really, really good. The promo shots actually look worse than it did in hand, but overall, I think it looks fantastic. You can actually see his eyes in there too. Looks pretty cool. But yeah, this is a good job. The ears are a little bit bendy. The cape actually feels really good too. I guess looks like it may be glued on up in there. I'd love to get a cloth cape. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. This little gun right here, as you can see, the details are pretty good, but there's a little hole there where it pops into the hand. I wish he came with different hands, would have been cool. You can buckle this in on his belt, either right there or right here on the front, whichever you think would look cooler. Peg in just fine. Package, it does look a little bit more black than anything else. You can see the bat symbol, and on camera, it just looks a lot better. Pop this off. I do appreciate the fact that they come with a stand. I think that's pretty cool. But Batman looks fantastic. Look at the mold and design on here. This piece right here pops over, which is kind of cool. Kind of like the Clone Troopers have been lately for Star Wars The Black Series. And it does tuck up under the cape there. I really did love these in the movie. I thought those looked pretty cool. So the detail on those look absolutely fantastic. And you can see the little spikes right here are pretty soft and bendy too. There's Robert Pattinson's bat butt. The back of the legs look pretty good. He's got articulated toes. Arm already popped out, which doesn't look like it's going to be too bad of a problem. It just pops right in pretty easily. We're going to go ahead and look at the articulation that this guy comes with. Batman looks down about that far. Looks up actually really well too. Plenty of emotion in the head. His arm pops up about that high before this starts getting crunched up in there. There is like a butterfly joint type deal going on in here that's a little different. It doesn't look like there's an upper swivel cut, but you can reach out and get his hand pretty far. And again, you can see how he reaches all the way up too. He does have double jointed elbows. There's no swivel at all on the elbow. The hands do swivel and they go all kinds of directions, which is kind of cool. Yeah, there's a hole in there for his gun. This arm is the same. You can actually see the butterfly joint working better on this side. See how that pops in and out. Overall, I think this is a great figure, man. It really is. It does look like there's an upper swivel cut there, but when you twist it, his arm is just going in and out. This wrist does the same, and it's also looks like it'll hold some weapons. I would love a deluxe version of this. I definitely would. There is some beautiful movement in the mid-torso. It does bend side to side, and there's also a bend down here on the bottom. He doesn't have much crunch at all. He crunches back pretty decently. That looks great, doesn't it? His leg kicks up relatively high. There is a little bit of a swivel in there, but there doesn't feel like a swivel cut. There's a double jointed knee. He's got some epic articulated toes. There is no boot cut there. There is a slight rocker with a hinge. But overall, yeah, this figure is fantastic, man. Absolutely cool. Thanks for checking out today's video. Check out one of the videos you guys see up on the screen, and I'll see you guys in the next video.